Hi, I'm Obsessing Again, and today I'm going to be looking at why The Last of Us Season 1 ending didn't resonate with me compared to the game's original ending. After watching the show, I was incensed that the writers had strayed far from the original game ending. Upon rewatching and having them side by side, they are shot and framed almost identical. What was more striking was how closely the dialogue followed from the game version. This led me to believe that The Last of Us TV ending may have not had the emotional resonance that it had with gamers. Though the season is critically acclaimed, the conversation surrounding the ending didn't seem to have an impact in the same way as the game did. The building crescendo between our two characters, the epicenter of everything, right down to the last lines exchanged. Gustavo's music becomes louder and louder, acting as a pressure cooker to the final scene. Ellie sharply asks,
"Swear to me that everything that you've said about the Fireflies is true."
Well, maybe that's not what you
Swear
want.
to me. Swear to me that everything you said about the Fireflies is true.
Joel's unwavering mental way up of how to tell Ellie, contemplating his choices and
You
justification.
don't know what to do next.
He swears down, laying out his position.
I swear.
I swear.
All for Ellie to hastily accept it by saying,
Okay.
as the credits roll, you feel the weight of Joel's decision. What he did was wrong, and he knows he turned humanity down to risk it all for his pseudo-daughter. Ellie's answer had always been interpreted as accepting but not truly believing. The game does an excellent job of building the suspense, making it a truly gripping ending. The TV show's pacing is different. The limited runtime of the show meant a lot of the subtle nuances between Joel and Ellie in the game were glossed over in favour of showing Bill and Frank's arc or the episode left behind.
It's 2 minutes. Or 2 days. We don't give that up.
Arguably the best episodes of the season. It would have benefited to show more of Ellie and Joel's growing bond. We experience less time with these characters than we do in the game, so when it comes to on-screen chemistry, it has to reign quicker. For the original fans who became TV watchers, it was a refreshing change of pace when characters like Bill and Frank could blossom in a setting the game couldn't accommodate for.
Alright, look. First, my name's Frank.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Here's the thing, Frank. If I feed you, then every bum you talk to about it is going to show up here looking for a free lunch.
The weather seasons which are included in the game act as chapters to seasonally show the growth of characters, emphasising the long journey of trekking across America. In the show, it's implied they've travelled across state based on landmarks and general seasonal differences, but timescale never seems to be applied. But my belief is, for the new audience, the ending didn't resonate in the same way. Playing as Ellie in the game, you adopt her childish frame and feel the power difference between the men and women you fight. As Joel, you feel the heft of being older and bigger. You feel confident going into a brazen fight. So when in control of these characters, the narrative is delivered in a way that complies with the character's own interests. Naughty Dog doesn't let you project your own qualms you may have with Joel's decisions, as an example. This is probably where it divides the fans. There's no sense of utility like a Rockstar game may account for. It's a strict, linear narrative. Having yourself acting as the driving force in a game is what can make stories compelling. You're acting out the fantasies of the game developer's vision. As a TV viewer, you are passively watching it unfold with your eyes. You can see the performance clearly, but you may not rationalise the feelings to the extent that you have played a hand in it directly.
So don't tell me that I would be safer with someone else, because the truth is I would just be more scared.
You're right. You're not my daughter. And I sure as hell ain't your dad.
Joel shooting the doctors might have been more palatable for traditional TV viewers, and the fact that you can passively watch it might have helped viewers stomach certain moments during this first season. In the lead up to the end, we are tasked with rescuing Ellie from the Fireflies. The darkness of having to kill innocent doctors made some games try to seek alternatives, but for people who embodied Joel, it was a case of whatever means were necessary to lure her away. The act is quite striking, and the moral ambiguity is how much you can attach to Joel's character. Though gaming has been mainstream for decades at this point, TV and film adaptations have been few and far between. 1993's Super Mario Bros. Was the first of its kind, a hodgepodge of big earwigs not being able to identify a main audience. The mid-2000s saw beloved video game characters with their own films, but with weak scripts and vanilla casting, gamers became disenfranchised by the Hollywood makeovers. As movie and TV studios understand the gaming audience, they are able to reliably adapt content to a new medium. Having the original creator work on this show, Neil Druckmann, alongside Chernobyl's Craig Mazin, provided the balance of a new take on an existing IP whilst faithfully respecting what made the predecessors successful. Comparing gaming to TV and film is simply unachievable, based on one requires you to be passive and the other requires audience participation. There are pros and cons to either, and watching or playing against the invested are both equally satisfying for different reasons. Tessa's death in the TV show is haunting and quite uncomfortable to watch. The adaptation plays out as a way of the cordyceps deflowering her humanness. The action of the kiss is deeply intimate compared with the deaths we experienced in the show. Tessa's death could have been done in the Last of Us game, but this would have stunted the pacing, and the game can only account for so many cutscenes, without it falling into the category like the PlayStation exclusive The Order 1886. The Last of Us Season 1 is a compelling and expansive take on one of the defining games of a generation, and while its visual storytelling and broad accessibility of having Pedro Pascal in a lead role, Ellie and Joel's growth as a pair isn't given enough time to emotionally be on par with the games.
Volume 2 by Will Livingston. Volume 2. Look, you get it? 2? Like T-O-O?
We can empathise with the characters and understanding motivations, but the replicated ending doesn't work for the medium it's viewed in.
How the hell would he even walk around with that thing?
Get rid of that.
Hold your horses. I want to see what all the fuss is about. Oh, why are these all stuck together?
As a gamer, it's a relief to see Tommy's in the distance. As a TV watcher, you're just happy to see it unfold in front of your very eyes.
So fucking cool.
Thank you for letting me obsess again.